As cities spread, they turn bare earth into hard, impervious surfaces. And where rain once fell and soaked into the landscape, it now simply runs across roads, down drains and into waterways. And with that runoff comes contaminants, which can create environmental issues. Sean Kennedy is a Vegetation Services Officer with SA Water and has been involved with a highly successful stormwater project at Noarlunga Downs, south of Adelaide. And when did the project start?
Well, it started quite a few years ago. We held a number of meetings with local community groups, and they really wanted us to give something back to the ecology of the area, and that's what we've done.
Sean, who's involved in creating these wetlands?
Well, initially, we had a lot of good information coming from the community group. We got some professional ecologists involved, and then some stormwater engineers, civil earthworks, seed collectors, nurseries and planting teams.
Yeah, you've got a series of ponds. How many ponds have you got here and how do they link to each other?
So there's a total of 9 ponds here, and the way it links back is there's actually quite a large urban catchment, and it picks up places like Colonnade, shopping centre, and the council offices. And that all funnels into a large drain, a series of 9 ponds where the water meanders around slowly, gradually allowing the particles to settle out of the water column, and lots of vegetation to filter the water before it enters the sensitive estuary environment. We've managed to collect over 75 local native species and altogether planted over 205,000 seedlings. Rather than covering the site in tons and tons of mulch, we picked off a number of local ground cover species that could be planted at respectable densities such that they knit together and cover the site, keeping it protected from weed growth. And we recently sent our freshwater biologists in for a look with their nets, and we were thrilled to see a real diversity of native fish, which really is saying to me that the water's cleaned up and the biology is really thriving in this new system.
Sean, can the public visit the wetlands?
We've actually built a nice walking trail adjacent to the site, which goes along the banks of the Yonkapringa River, and we've provided some seating there and some interpretive artwork actually that conveys some of the rich history of this site.
And what about bird life?
Well, there's lots of bird life, as you're going to see today. They started to pick up on this new set of wetlands quite quickly, and which was what the community groups were hoping for.
A beneficiary of the Noarlunga Downs wetlands have been the birds. Patrick Taggart from Birds SA explains.
Over the past 2 years, we've seen approximately 80 species of bird, and we've had a number of these nesting on the site. We get a range of woodland birds, including fairy wrens, New Holland honeyeaters. The elegant parrot is a declining species of the Mount Lofty ranges, and it's great to see it here turning up at Noarlunga Downs wetlands. We've documented several migratory birds here. Some of the tips of bird watching, I would suggest patience and regularly visiting your site to find those rare and interesting creatures.
If you want to see a harmonious ecosystem at work, I definitely recommend you head down to the Noarlunga Downs wetlands and take a walk along the fantastic trail. Of course, don't forget your binoculars for bird watching.